What's going on, J Squad? Welcome back to the bunker. I'm your man, Sergeant J Max, and with me as usual is Sergeant Owen. What's going on, Sergeant? How was your day? How's your physical therapy going? Still going good? All right, man. Next time, be careful when you're doing that parkour ish. I don't need you breaking your legs again. All right, man. So today, guys, I wanted to bring you a video on my battle gear setup. So seems like you guys are really enjoying the M4 tactical shotgun video that we just put out, and I really appreciate all the support and all the comments that you guys have been sending. So I hope that you'll continue to, support us, give us a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe, because it helps get this information out to other people out there that either want to know, don't know, or need to know. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to again bring you my battle gear setup. So I'm going to start off with my helmet here. So this is my Ops Core Fast helmet, ballistic rated. As you can see, I've got my light here on the side. It does come with the night vision goggle setup, and hopefully one day soon I'll be able to acquire some of that. Night vision goggles are very expensive, but hopefully I'll be able to get some of those here in the near future. And then I've got my Ear Pro setup on the back here. It is attached to the rails on the side here so you guys can see. And then I've also got this little flashlight that I got attached to the side, and click on, click off type of thing. So yeah, this is my ballistic helmet. It is handgun rated, 9mm all the way up to 45 auto. I'm not going to be sticking my head out if I'm hearing rifle rounds being shot off, but hopefully this will protect the noggin in the event of an SHTF situation or civil unrest, whatever the case may be. Moving on here, I've got my battle belt set up. This is my Core Essentials battle belt, and as you can see, it is with the micro adjustment belt, so it doesn't have the Cobra belt hookup like some belts do. Some companies still use that, but I went with the micro adjustment here because, guys, I used to be really overweight, so I had to get the adjustable belt here. But I believe this is the new setup that they're going with, and it works really good for me. It does attach to the Velcro belt here, which is the inner belt system. So I've got this set up, but quickly going over the attachments that I've got. My shooting gloves here. I've got my STAC pistol and AR magazine pouches, so I can run two pistol magazines, an AR magazine. I've got my dump pouch set up. I've got my IFAK here that I've got attached to it. I've got my push dagger that I got from Warrior Poet Society. So I really like this because it's quick and it's quick adjusting in case for whatever reason I gotta get into some hand-to-hand combat. And I've got my Safariland drop leg holster, and then I've got a tourniquet set up here on the belt as well. So this is my battle belt setup. And again, Safariland holsters, you guys know they're super expensive. They're worth every penny, but they're super expensive. So if you're looking for a battle belt setup, and again, guys, there are all kinds of companies out there that have battle belts. This doesn't have to be your choice. This was my choice. And again, works really good for me. Since it cinches up real nice on my waist, everything stays in place. And as you can hear, that's the micro adjustment. And again, super rigid, super sturdy belt, holds everything in place and fits on with my armor very well. And now, guys, I'll get into my plate carrier. Again, there are all kinds of companies out there that have plate carriers, plates that you can buy. They've got a bunch of different setups that you can put together. It just depends on what you want. What level of protection do you want? I ended up going with the Green 2 Tactical Black Multicam. Of course, they can stop up to a 30-06 or armor piercing rounds when they're used in conjunction with the soft armor panels that they also sell. So what I did was bought a couple of backpack armor plates, and I threw them in here underneath the hard rifle plates that I got. Now they are ceramic, but they still weigh about 6 pounds each, so it's about 12, 15 pounds all together, and that's without any of the mags. Now I do have a pouch set up here that can accommodate 3 rifle mags and 4 pistol mags, and then on the sides I've got 2 extra mags that I can run AR mags in, mag pouches that I can run AR mags in, and then on the front here I've got my 4 pistol mags set up. I do run 3, and then in this 4th pouch over here I've got my Leatherman set up, and then on the side over here I've got my tourniquet set up. Along with the tourniquet I've got in my IFAK and on my belt. And then on the back here, in case you didn't know already, because you saw the straw, I've got my Camelback attached to it. Again, black multicam is my choice of colors. So again, guys, the helmet here weighs about 3 pounds. The plate carrier with the plates and the armor in it, just that, you're looking at about 15 extra pounds. And then of course when I throw the magazines in here, that throws some extra weight on here. So anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds with the plate carrier on. And again, the plates in here, they are ICW, which is in conjunction with, so they're not standalone plates. You do have to have the soft armor panels behind them, but it's going to give you the max level of protection. And then of course on the side here, it does have the cummerbund. So on the side, I'm running the side armor panels, and I'm just trying to be as protected as I can be and keep my vital organs in the original shape that they were in when I left the house. I don't want to take on no kind of extra bullets, get shot in the arm or the leg. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not running around in a full body armor suit. That would be way too heavy and very constrictive and hard to move around in. So if you're looking at setting up a plate carrier, getting a plate carrier, take into consideration the weight of the plates and the plate carrier and whatever else you're going to run, because if you're not in shape, carrying an extra 15, 20 pounds around on your body for however long it may be, it's going to get very tiring. You're going to be very overwhelmed with the weight. And if you're not in shape, it's going to be very difficult to keep your breath and maintain your combat readiness if you're not in shape. Now, I myself, I go to the gym about 3 or 4 times a week. I do full body exercise, so I'm not in the gym for very long. I don't have to go very often. But again, you got to be in shape if you're going to be running around with a plate carrier on. If you don't have a gym membership, you can, and you have a plate carrier, you could do jumping jacks, you could do lunges, you can do push-ups with it. I wouldn't suggest doing sit-ups because it might be kind of hard on your back. Doing sit-ups is hard on your back anyway, but with a plate carrier on, it's just going to make it that much more difficult. So take into consideration the weight that you're going to have, and the more stuff that you carry on your plate carrier, the more restrictive it's going to be in your movements, and the heavier it's going to be in the long run. So your rifle is going to weigh anywhere from about 6 to 8 pounds. You got your battle belt on with your pistol in there. That's going to be probably, anywhere between 5 and 10 pounds. The helmet again weighs about 3 pounds. And, you're looking at an extra easy 20 pounds of gear that you're going to be having to wear in an SHTF situation, civil unrest, whatever the case may be. So one of my biggest messages along with all of this stuff, guys, is to get into shape if you're not already in shape. And if you're working towards getting in shape, just remember this is going to be an extra, anywhere from 10, 12, 15, all the way up to 20 pounds extra. And also, I want you guys to keep in mind that, the steel plates are good. They're able to be used, as standalone plates, but you're adding an extra, those are going to be anywhere from, 6, 7, 8 pounds each, up to 10 pounds each, depending on the size of the plate, the cut of the plate, and all of that stuff. So also keep that in mind when you're looking at, the plate carrier setup, what kind of plates you want to run, all of that stuff is gonna weigh you down over time. And again, if you have to wear your plate carrier for an extended period of time, the heavier it is, the faster you're going to get tired in all of your gear setup. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you know, there is other options out there. Again, there are all kinds of companies that, you know, have body armor, plate carriers, things of that nature. Even with Safe Life Defense, they've got a bundle going on right now that you can buy, you know, a nice little setup and get you some soft armor panels, get you a couple of plate carriers. One of them being a tactical, one of them being concealable. I have the concealable carrier with the soft armor panels in it. And it does have the pocket, so I can throw these plates in there if I want to. The only downside to the concealable vest carrier is that it doesn't have any MOLLE attachments on it, so I can't run any mags or anything like that. I would have to run it along with my belt, or go into excuse me, looking at a separate chest rig to buy that I could throw over that I could throw some magazines on, and some pistol magazines on, and have that as a setup as well. So, Sergeant Gnome, what are you thinking about the battle gear setup? Looking pretty good, right? We'd be pretty safe out there. I know, man, I know you want your own, but you know, you got that pointy head and the battle helmet might not fit, but we could look into getting you a carrier, plate carrier. All right, man. So anyway, guys, take into consideration the amount of weight that you're going to be carrying with the plate carrier when you're out there trying to figure out which plate carrier setup is going to work best for you. And again, there's all kinds of companies out there that sell ballistic helmets, they sell plate carriers, they sell battle belts. So pick the best setup that works for you. The other suggestion I would make is, if you're going to be buying any of these components, if you can't afford to buy them all at once, and I know, you know, I'm not balling in any kind of way, I'm not sponsored by anybody, I don't have any, you know, affiliations with any of these companies. I bought all of this stuff, but when I bought it, a lot of it I bought on sale. So again, guys, if I can't tell you to do anything other than make sure that if you're buying or looking for all of this stuff, whether it's for your pistols, your rifles, battle gear setup, do it around the holidays, guys. That's when you're going to find your best deals. I know that there are a few websites, Palmetto State Armory, Primary Arms, AT3 Tactical, just to name a few, that are having some Christmas and July sales going on right now. Not sure how much longer they're going to be going on for, but you really can find some awesome deals on there. And along with, you know, these body armor plate carrier websites, a lot of them are having specials right now where you can get a plate carrier and some plates for a pretty good deal. And a lot of them have nice return policies or exchange policies. So if you don't know your sizes or anything like that, and you get a plate carrier or a belt, well, Core Essentials, you can't send them back the belt, because that one you have to adjust yourself. So make sure that you're following the directions as you're adjusting that belt to get it to fit right. But, you know, with the plate carrier, with the helmet companies, a lot of them have an exchange service. So if it doesn't fit you for whatever reason, you can go ahead and send it back, and they'll send you out, you know, the right gear to fit. But yeah, guys, take all of that into consideration when you are shopping around for your battle gear setup. Again, I've got the Core Essentials battle belt. It's got it's the two-piece belt with the inner belt and then the outer belt that goes onto the Velcro. And usually when I put my belt on, the way I started out is I start with the holster on my leg and feed it all the way around from there, because my IFAK is not directly in the middle of my back area or my back side. So I started out on the pistol side and wrap it around from there, and that way I get it to fit pretty good. With my plate carrier, again, I got it from Green 2 Tactical. Came with a couple different pouches. I may or may not throw, you know, an admin pouch on here, or maybe a backpack setup on the back. I don't know. Might change that out just so that I have something that might include the camelback as well. But again, like I said, the more stuff you have on your person that you're carrying, the heavier it's going to be, along with your rifle. So guys, just keep that stuff in mind. The helmet, as I mentioned, can handle, you know, up to 45 caliber pistol rounds. The body armor, it can take shotgun rounds, it can take 30-06 rounds, steel core armor piercing rounds, as long as you're using it with the in conjunction with the soft armor panels underneath. And again, if you buy the backpack armor, those usually about $100. And I know that YouTube doesn't like when we talk about pricing of things on here. So, just again, do your research. Again, try to buy everything around a holiday sale. The next one coming up will probably be around Labor Day. So that gives you some time between now and September to save up some money, do some research, and find a setup that's going to fit into your budget. But again, the biggest thing that I would suggest, guys, is to start training, start doing some exercises, start doing some weight training. I mean, even if you're just doing, 40, 50 push-ups a day, that's going to help you build up your upper body strength. You can do body weight lunges. That's going to help with your leg strength, because again, you're carrying a lot of weight on your upper body. So you want to have a good strong core, you want to have good strong legs, and then you want to have some good strong shoulders, so that way you can shoulder all of the weight. Sergeant Jerome, what you think about the information that we're putting out? You got anything else to add? Just drink lots of water. Oh yeah, guys, and make sure you're drinking lots of water. Stay hydrated, especially during these summer months. It is starting to get cold, or it is starting to get super hot out there. So make sure you're staying hydrated, but also stay hydrated in the wintertime too. It'll only help. The other thing that I wanted to add escapes my mind at this point, but I'll do a video here in the near future where I'm running all the gear. Probably won't be wearing the helmet because that might look kind of crazy at the range. It's an indoor range, and people kind of look at you crazy anyway, because most of the time they just go there to shoot guns. Now, I probably won't be able to do a lot of crazy transitions, just because at the range I go to, they're not too big on transitions and drawing from the holster and all of that stuff. So I may or may not be able to do any of that, but I will have the gear set up here, minus the helmet, just so you can kind of see how everything goes together. I did do some upgrades here to Big Booty Judy, so I'll probably be taking her out to the range and running her through some paces just to kind of see how she's shooting now. I feel like Aria, the PSA build that I did, I've got that one pretty much dialed in. So probably won't take her out to the range the next time I go. Well, she'll go, but I probably won't shoot her. But I will be shooting Big Booty Judy out at the range, so you guys can see, how everything runs together. But again, I really want to thank all of you guys that have subscribed and all of you guys that have been watching the videos. We really appreciate all of the support here, and I really appreciate all the time that you guys are taking to check out the videos. I hope that the information that you're getting from the videos is useful and beneficial to you. And again, if you guys are liking any of this information, give us a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm to push this information out to other people that, either need to know, want to know, or don't know, and need some help. And again, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments section below, and I try to get to you as quickly as I can. Time may go by, but if you keep on checking back with the comments, you guys will see that I'm replying to you. And I also wanted to mention that I recently became an ambassador with a company called USA Go, or USA Go. It's United States of America Gun Owners United States of America Gun Owners Association, and they're like a Costco or a Sam's Club for gun owners. So they've got tons of equipment on there. They've got concealed carry equipment on there. They've got ammo on there. They've got training classes on there. They've even got some options on there for you to get some concealed carry insurance, if that's what you're looking for, guys. I'll drop the link to their website down in the description, along with all of the components that I have here on my battle gear, so that way you guys can get some ideas as far as what you may or may not be looking for. Sergeant Jerome, you got anything else to add to that? Just a salute for the people? All right, man. Hey, next time, be careful when you're doing that parkour stuff. I can't have you laid up again missing videos. We got work to do, man. We got to help these people. All right, man. All right, guys. Again, I just wanted to bring you a video on my battle gear setup. Doesn't have to be your battle gear setup, but I wanted to give you some ideas on some stuff that you can, start putting together for the SHTF situation civil unrest, whatever else may happen out here in these streets, because sometimes it's getting a little crazy out there. And, you know, if you're watching the news and paying attention to what's going on, it might get crazier before it gets better. But anyway, guys, that's all we got for you today. Thank you for joining us in the bunker. I'm your man, Sergeant J-Max. With me, as always, is Sergeant Genome. May God bless America. May God bless all of you. And we out.